scraping by in room 707, trying to figure things out in this massive city.
It's the
Okay, if you ever needed proof that punk manga and high fashion can collide, well, look no further.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, actually.
We're doing a deep dive today into a series that really defined things for a lot of people, aesthetically, emotionally.
Definitely. And its 25th anniversary is being marked by something pretty unexpected.
Right. It feels less like a book release and more like a limited edition fashion drop.
That announcement is actually the perfect way in because it captures the story's core tension, doesn't it? Glamour versus the grit of chasing a dream.
We were talking, of course, about Nana, specifically the 25th anniversary edition of Volume 1.
And the partnership is, well, it's pretty major.
It is. The big news. This special cover has both Nana Komatsu and Osaki decked out in full Vivienne Westwood outfits.
Which is amazing. It's not just a nod to the punk fashion in the manga, which, is already there.
No, this is explicit, like a full-on fashion statement right on the cover.
And that choice, I think, tells us something deep right away. Why Westwood?
Good question.
Well, the sources really highlight that Westwood didn't just design punk clothes, she practically invented the look of London punk. So, putting Nana Osaki, the punk singer, in Westwood, it cements her as genuinely counterculture, rooted in that music history.
That's a great point. It kind of elevates the whole thing, doesn't it? Beyond just a story into something about, cultural energy.
Exactly. And the book itself, I heard it has plaid sprayed edges.
Yeah, it turns the physical object into part of that punk aesthetic.
Yeah.
It really does look like something from a fashion house.
It sounds incredible. And for you listening, if you want one, good luck.
Yeah, it's going to be super limited, the kind of thing that just vanishes.
Right. Poof. Gone.
So, dates for you, U.S. listeners. October 21st, Books A Millions.
Okay.
And UK listeners. November 20th at Water Saint, but also check some Vivienne Westwood boutiques. They might have it too.
Wow, okay. A real cross-continental hunt then.
Pretty much. So that's the hype. But our mission today, let's get past the fashion statement, cool as it is.
Right. We need to dig into the actual story, the characters, the themes, why Nana still hits so hard after 25 years.
And it all kicks off with a pretty simple chance meeting.
Okay, let's zoom right in. The story's beginning. What's the basic setup?
Well, the foundation is this meet-cute, elegant is a good word for it.
Yeah.
Two young women, both named Nana, happen to sit next to each other on a train, both heading to Tokyo.
Total strangers, same destination, same name. That's it.
That's the only similarity, really. And that spark, that coincidence, is everything.
Well, what strikes me is how different they are right from the get-go.
Totally. Same name, but worlds apart in background, goals, personality, everything.
And that meeting sets up this really deep, intense, sometimes messy friendship.
Yeah, messy is probably accurate.
And you can see how the whole series grows out of that contrast, It's not just opposites attract.
No, it feels more like
Right.
like they see something in the other that they're missing themselves.
Exactly. Two incomplete people finding a necessary reflection. So we have to understand who they are right when they step off that train.
Okay, let's start with Nana Komatsu. She gets called Hachi, like the dog statue, right?
Yeah.
Because she's loyal, maybe a bit clingy.
Huh, yeah, like a puppy. The sources paint her as super romantic, very emotional, maybe a little lost sometimes.
Seems like she's always looking for comfort, maybe validation in other people, particularly men.
Well, yeah, but that perceived lost feeling is kind of what makes her relatable, isn't it? Her past is full of these really painful relationships.
Right, I remember reading about an affair with a married man. That's heavy stuff.
Definitely. So she moves to Tokyo for a fresh start, sure, but it's not just about finding a new boyfriend.
Okay, what's the deeper goal then?
She wants to build her own life. She's trying, really trying to shift from needing romance to finding independence, but, old habits.
That impulse for connection is strong. So she's vulnerability, desire for a sort of traditional, cozy life.
Got it. Now, flip the coin, Nana Osaki. The punk rocker.
Total opposite. If
Yeah.
Hachi wants stability, Osaki wants the stage. Ambition.
Laser-focused ambition.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's described as hardened, disciplined, completely dedicated to her music.
Her music is her identity.
Pretty much. She's the lead singer for the punk band Blackstone's Blast, for sure.
And her reason for Tokyo is purely professional.
Mostly. It's fueled by this really dramatic backstory with her ex, Ren. He was Blast's bassist.
Oh, right. And he left.
Left her and the band to join Trapnest, this huge rival group already making it big in Tokyo.
Wow. Okay, so there's this intense history. He's now in the enemy band, but she specifically doesn't follow him.
Crucial point. Absolutely defining. She's not chasing him, she's chasing her own success.
On her terms.
Exactly. Independent of Ren, independent of anyone else from her past. It sets up this immediate conflict in Volume 1, love versus passion, right?
So you've got these two Nanas, polar opposites in what they want, landing in this huge, intimidating city. What actually throws them together? Is it just fate? Or need?
It's a bit of both, I think. This is where the plot really kicks in. They're both apartment hunting.
Okay.
And purely by chance, they end up looking at the same place and decide to become roommates.
Yeah.
Apartment 707.
Room 707. The mirror number. Very subtle.
Yeah, the sources definitely lean into the symbolism there. Two Nanas, side by side, reflecting each other.
So room 707 becomes their shared space, their crucible.
Exactly. And their different lives immediately start clashing. Hachi wants to make it homey, maybe find love. Osaki's focused on band practice, guitars, noise.
But they complement each other too, right?
Huh?
Hachi brings a domestic touch Osaki maybe needs but ignores.
And Osaki offers that hard edge, that self-reliance Hachi is striving for.
So the contrast drives the story, creates tension, but also maybe forces them to understand each other.
And rely on each other. They need each other to navigate this new place.
So as Volume 1 progresses, we see these two paths unfolding side by side.
Yep. Girl tracks. Hachi's trying to figure out love and stability in the big city, still making mistakes, idealizing things.
While Nana Osaki is just full throttle on blast, pushing her music, pushing away distractions.
Two lives, running parallel, bouncing off each other daily in that symbolic apartment.
Okay, this is where we get to the sparkle of it.
Right.
Beyond the plot, what are the big ideas here? How do these character clashes connect to the themes?
Well, this is where Nana gets really complex, I think. It digs deep into identity and dreams.
How so?
It asks that really tough question. Can you chase a huge dream, a huge ambition, without sacrificing relationships, without losing parts of yourself?
And Nana Osaki is the embodiment of that cost, hardening herself for her career.
Pretty much. While Hachi represents the vulnerability that comes with prioritizing connection above all else.
It's like a constant battle within both of them, isn't it? Hachi fighting the urge to depend on guys, Osaki fighting the urge to shut everyone out.
Exactly, and that tension fuels the whole theme of friendship and contrast.
Their bond is central, even though they're so different. Osaki's pragmatic, almost stoic sometimes.
And Hachi is constantly romanticizing things, maybe to her own detriment.
Yeah. The sources say their friendship isn't always easy, maybe not always even fully chosen, more like a necessary connection.
A necessary alignment of vulnerability, I think, is a good way to put it.
And that friction, pragmatism versus idealism, that's why we care, right? Hachi's messy search for love versus Osaki's relentless drive for the stage.
Yeah, how they support each other, or sometimes fail each other spectacularly. That's what hooks you. You root for them to survive Tokyo.
And we can't forget Tokyo itself. It's not just scenery.
No way. Tokyo is practically a character in its own right, a catalyst.
How does it act as a catalyst? What does the city do to them?
Well, the sources describe it as both inspiring, like the place where dreams can happen, but also incredibly harsh. It chews people up.
So it forces them to grow up fast.
It definitely.
Yeah.
It strips away the illusions. For Hachi, it's the reality check. You need money, a job, a plan. Not just hope, it challenges her passivity.
And for Osaki,
The sheer scale of competition probably fuels her ambition even more. It shows her exactly what she's fighting for and against.
so the pressure cooker of the city forces them both to evolve, maybe painfully.
Rapidly and often painfully, yeah. Under the spotlight of their own conflicting desires.
Which brings us right back to the start, doesn't it? That striking contrast
Yeah.
between the high fashion anniversary edition, the Westwood glamour, and the actual story of these two young women just scraping by in room 707, trying to figure things out in this massive city.
It's the perfect summary of the series' brilliance, I think. That mix of aspirational style, the rock star dream.
Set against the messy human reality of the chase, what it costs your soul.
Exactly.
So for you listening, what's the takeaway here? Nana really hits on that core tension of your 20s, maybe.
Yeah.
Stability versus ambition.
Yeah. And Tokyo is presented as both the ultimate chance and the ultimate test.
You've got Hachi's path, that deep need for connection, for maybe traditional stability.
Colliding head-on with Nana Osaki's path, that single-minded, almost self-destructive focus on music.
So the final thought maybe is, when you're out there trying to build a life on your own terms, in a demanding new place, Which drive wins out?
Or maybe, can they coexist? What's the real price of making it? What happens when that need for ambition meets the need for real, vulnerable connection in a place like Tokyo?
Which one bends first? Or breaks? Can you find a way to have both before you lose yourself?
Something to think about as you reflect on the style and the substance of this incredible deep dive.
Grab Nana, 25th Anniversary Edition, Volume 1, by Ai Yazawa. Now on sale, $18.95. Don't miss this chance and build good habits and achieve remarkable results. Buy now today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.